Hey you guys, Adrienne Dion here. I know it's not Tuesday, but I wanted to make a bonus episode for any of you guys who may be interested in life coaching. I know that it's a newer profession and there are a lot of generalizations and a lot of myths about life coaching and what we do. So I wanted to clear some things up for anybody that may be interested. A lot of people think that life coaches are just a bunch of people who just want to be motivational speakers or a bunch of lazy people who don't want to work and have come up with their own profession. But that is not the case. So today I'm going to explain exactly what life coaches do, how it differs from a therapist, how to know when you need to hire a life coach, and the benefits you'll get by having a really good life coach in your life. So if you're interested, stay tuned. You're listening to
The Gold Mine Podcast.
As women, we have to invest that time in getting to understand who we are.
Be ambitious, be bold, create the life of your dreams. This is The Gold Mine Podcast with your host, Adrienne Dion.
All right, you guys, let's jump right into it. So if life coaches aren't just motivators, what exactly is our job? So I like to explain it like this. If somebody is looking to take their finances to the next level, so say someone has starts to make a lot of money in their career and they want to make sure that they're getting and doing the best that they can for their finances, they normally seek a finance professional. And that finance professional kind of looks at all of their accounts. They help them to figure out if there are any problems and assist them with coming up with a plan. And they actually serve as a supervisor over a certain period of time, keeping a look on their accounts and making sure everything goes well and that the person is doing everything they need to do to reach the goals that they have set in place. Imagine there's an athlete who has a great talent in a certain area. Now, this person may be really good at what they do, but they don't just go and sign up for the Olympics, or they don't show up for tryouts for a professional team. They first hire a coach, someone who will be supportive and figure out ways to strengthen their weaknesses and maximize their strengths. They'll expose them to challenges that will help them to grow to the level they need to be, and then they go and try out for the Olympics. These same concepts must be applied for anybody, and that's entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs. If you're a leader, especially, if you're looking for real change and dramatic results in your life, these same concepts must be applied. So if I had to sum it all up, a life coach is someone who will help you maximize your full potential by analyzing your current situation, identifying any present or potential obstacles, and create a custom plan of action that will help you achieve your desired results. When I'm in a session with my clients, I'm not just saying, hey, you can do anything you put your mind to. There are enough motivational speakers and videos out there to get you pumped up. But if you could reach your goals just off motivation, most of you will have already done it. Personally, I specialize in teaching my clients how to manage their minds so that they can be in the best mindset to pursue their goals. Everything you do flows from your mind, and if that is not functioning at its highest capacity, then there is no way possible to create the desired results that you want. I don't care how great a strategy is, a person can never succeed at implementing that strategy if they don't have the right mindset. That wrong mind will always win. So I challenge my clients to do the work to find and eliminate the mental barriers, and then together we create a plan of action to achieve the results that they want. And most importantly, I encourage them and I hold them accountable during the process. A person can have all the best intentions, but if there is no one holding them accountable to it, most of the time they won't accomplish it. One of the questions I often get is, how does working with a life coach differ from working with a therapist? Therapists and life coaches are not the same. One of the easiest ways of knowing whether you need to be seeing a therapist versus a life coach is if your issue could potentially be cured by medicine, then you should probably see a therapist. Psychologists can prescribe medications. They're more problem oriented. So they look at people's past and try to figure out the motivation behind present behaviors and their actions. Life coaches, on the other hand, primarily focuses on your present situation and works to improve future outcomes. So we're more action and result oriented. We may spend some time reviewing the past if it relates to like present behaviors, but most of the time we're guiding you through the pain and memories in a way that helps you to heal and let go. So we don't sit and dwell on the past and try to figure out why this happened and kind of just like going back on that. We're looking at it and say, okay, so that may have come from this, and so how do we make this work for you in the future? There is nothing wrong with dwelling on your past. I don't want anybody to get to feel like I'm bashing therapy, but I just want to show you the difference. A lot of times people may be going through things and they have no idea about how much their past plays a part of their present situation, and they need to, go into those things and heal from those things. And I would definitely recommend a therapist for that. But if you're looking for future outcomes, results, actions, coming up with plans, then a life coach is better for you. Now, let's talk about how to know when you need to hire a coach. I feel like they fall in 4 different categories. So number 1, you need to hire a coach if your vision is unclear or your vision is so big that you feel overwhelmed. A lot of times people have a general idea of what they want to do, but they aren't sure on the specifics of the how. And so a lot of times it stops them from taking action. That was a state I was in when I first hired my first coach. But with her guidance, I was able to discover my true purpose and my true passion, which was totally different from what I thought. And then with her, I was able to create a plan of action that would help me to reach my goals. The second one is you should hire a coach if you have habits or patterns that are not supporting your goals. So these are my people who know what they want. They know how to get there, but they can't seem to get rid of bad habits and self-destructive behaviors. Listen, I know how you feel. I've been there. And you're probably beating yourself up thinking that obviously you don't want it bad enough. That's not true. And I know how overwhelming it can be to try and whip yourself into action. But a good coach will help you eliminate the stumbling blocks that are holding you back and help you to grow and reach commitment levels that you never knew you had. So a lot of it, I tell my clients, don't feel bad. It's not you. It's the mental barriers that you have. And we work to eliminate them. And then the action part is no problem. And just in case you're wondering, I'm talking about bad habits and patterns like procrastination, starting projects but never finishing them, if you lack discipline skills, emotional eating, all of those things that are bad habits that you just can't seem to get rid of. The third reason you should hire a coach is if you're in a huge transition in your life. When it's time for you to advance to the next level in life, you'll get to the point where nothing seems to make sense anymore. And it can be extremely frustrating. This could include a huge life transition like losing a family member or a friend that you were really close to, moving to a new city, or even if you're having a career change, especially for those of you who are starting businesses or you're not seeing the results that you want in your businesses. Transitions have a tendency to set us on edge because it brings up all kind of stress, anxiety, and uncertainty. And so this is an excellent time to seek outside support instead of, burning our family and friends out. You can move to the next level with clarity, confidence, and positivity when you hire a coach. Lastly, you should hire a life coach if you're craving more purpose. These are all of my people who may look good on paper. You have every reason to be satisfied with life, or maybe not. Maybe your life is just not what you want it to be. You just feel unfulfilled, like you have more to give, and you find yourself wondering, is this all there is to life? This is where I found myself 2 years ago. And thank God someone referred me to my coach, because I'm a completely different person today. And honestly, if you knew what to do, you would have done it already. I don't think anybody just wants to feel unfulfilled or feel like they have more to give and they're not doing it. And so my advice to you is to hire a coach. Now let's talk about the benefits of hiring a good coach. And I just want to say and put this out here that there are so many benefits to having a coach, but all coaches are not created equal. So please do your research before you invest in a life coach. Life coaching is not a credentialed profession yet, and there are some who have their credentials and certifications for a lot of the specialties. I honestly believe that either way, life coaching, being able to coach someone about their lives, is a God-given ability. And so you want to make sure you pray about it and that person's values aligns with your values, and also look at testimonials. So make sure you do your research before you invest. The benefits include clarification for your life vision and having a specific goal and strategic plan that aligns with that vision. You should be able to identify the poor thoughts and the limiting beliefs that are affecting you and stopping you from reaching your goals. You will be able to break patterns and mental barriers that are keeping you stuck or have the potential to trip you up on your path to success. You should also be able to create a new belief system to replace those limiting beliefs that you once had. And life coaching provides accountability and encouragement that helps you stay on track to see your plan through. Honestly, you don't need a life coach. I hear people say that all the time. I don't need a life coach. You don't. You have everything on the inside of you to do just what you put your mind to. A life coach will just help you to get clear about your goals and assist you on reaching them a lot faster than you probably would on your own. I read a quote by Albert Einstein that says, "Problems can't be solved by the same level of thinking that created them." So instead of continuing to think yourself in circles, try a new approach. It's so helpful to get outside support that's going to help you expedite your journey to success. Life coaching is not just about having someone to motivate you. It's about having someone who will challenge you, challenge your thoughts, challenge your behaviors and your actions, and challenge you to be a better you. Someone who will push you out of your comfort zone and help you to excel to the best version of yourself. So I hope this episode cleared up your understanding of what life coaches do. And if you're ready to take it to the next level, I hope you're inspired to make the investment in a life coach. You are so worth the investment. I personally would love to work with you guys. If you're interested in working with me, you can find all of that information in the show notes, as well as my website, adriandion.com. And if you have any other questions that I didn't cover in this episode, email me, DM me, reach out. I would be happy to help you and get those questions answered. All right, you guys, I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.